Utah is a wasteland. Utah got smoked by fervent heat. Look at these towers. This used to be a city. And when the day of the Lord hit in the first century, all this whole city got melted down. All these dwellings and towers and buildings, these look like buildings. Now, if you've seen the city of Petra in Jordan, go watch my Petra video on my backup page. It's in my bio. Look, this used to be structures, buildings, walls. Petra was the same way. Petra was a Roman city that got taken out by fervent heat, melted down. And I mean, look how smooth that is. When ice cream melts, it's smoothed down. And look at this arch. Is that natural? Come on, man. Natural formation? How'd that form naturally? 2 Peter chapter 3, verses 10 through. Peter is talking about during the day of the Lord, fervent heat hits and the elements melt. Okay. Now, Utah got smoked. The Grand Canyon got smoked. Look how smooth that's melted, man. It's deformed and melted. And that's a bridge up there. You think that's a natural formation? That's a bridge. That's a sandstone bridge. And look at the drip downs. This looks like a sphinx that got melted down and deformed from fervent heat. Look at that. Looks like a structure. Looks like a building to me. I was just in Egypt a month and a half ago looking at this with my own eyes. That's a sphinx, and this over here looks like a melted sphinx with its head removed, possibly. And this over here looks like a pyramid or some type of structure. Okay? The Grand Canyon is suspicious. And that's why they don't let you go in certain places in it. This whole place was a pagan area. This could have been the original Egypt. Who knows? Because they lie about all the locations, all the continent sizes. They hide information off the maps. So who knows what the Grand Canyon really is? And it was smoked with fervent heat. That much is clear. This is all melted. I can see it clear as day. Melted. This is an elevated, high-up view of the Grand Canyon. And this looks like it got struck by lightning. Jesus said when he returns, he will return like lightning. It'll be so fast, unexpected, you won't be able to prepare for it. And perhaps his judgment also was actual lightning, destroying areas, melting places down. Grand Canyon got smoked, okay? And other places got buried. Volcanoes erupted, earthquakes, all that stuff. First century catastrophes. It seems like Christ returned. It seems like he brought judgment to not just Jerusalem, not just Judea, but various parts of the world. They don't want you to know that Christ kept his word and returned in the first century. They want you to put your faith, hope, and trust in a rapture when the rapture already happened in the past. Paul was preparing for the rapture. Peter was preparing for the day of the Lord. It already happened, okay? Because when the rapture doesn't happen, guess what? Christians are going to fall away. They're going to be looking for hope. They're going to be so distraught and in despair that the rapture didn't happen because the third temple got built and the new fake Antichrist appears, and all the Christians are going to lose their minds. They're going to start selling all their stuff, and we don't want that to happen. That's why we're making videos about this. We don't want Christians to fall away and be deceived. And people create straw man arguments saying you're trying to earn your salvation through endurance to the end with Christ. We're all enduring to the end. All of us. Whether you die of old age, whether you get raptured, which is always going to happen, or whether we see Christ return, or we get martyred, whatever. We're all enduring. We're all running the race for Christ. It's not a works-based thing where we're trying to earn salvation. That's a straw man. No one's saying that. But every Christian is enduring with Christ. Every single one of us.